Greetings. Welcome to me and Tarot Intuition Oracle Readings. I wanted to say something intuitively, and right now I've taken the cards. First, there was Archangel Michael, then Archangel Oriel. Surprisingly, I got Archangel Gabriel in this reading, so I'm smiling and very happy because the cards. I took the cards and placed like one on left side, one on right side. So pointing out to divine masculine, divine feminine, and this way. First I thought that okay, where does it go? And all the cards finally concluding the same answer that I was knowing in heart. So let's look at. The first card for divine masculine is need space reversed. This points out again the timestamp that is going on in divine masculine's mind. I mean, your guy is now thinking about what has happened earlier in his life, even in the past life. Why did you leave him? What is the reason when you stopped communicating with him? Maybe he had argued with you. He had sent a valid text to you, maybe because of that, which could cause you angry. But again, there is one thing which I feel that divine masculine, your guy possessing, like you're mine. When he says you're mine, that means he possesses you. He possesses power over you. He is very passionate, obsessive about you. Just like, children. I'm not talking about those people who say that you're my girlfriend, you have to do anything. Not that kind of thing. But, it's like when you are a child and your brother or your sister is trying to take the toy from yourself or your friends, and you said, no, this belongs to me. So this way is behaving like needs space. That means he's actually need more time to evaluate himself. Sometimes in life, some things happen from our hands. Like you might have lost someone, or maybe you were not able to support your divine feminine, or maybe that I don't know how, but right now the rainbow is very, very close to my heart. Very close. It's 4:53 a.m. in the morning, and 3 to 4 days before we have seen a rainbow. There was little rain, and we have seen the rainbow. It was really fascinating to see that. And I feel like just consider yourself feminine, that you're there, you see a rainbow, and she said, "Come on, look there," and you just try to look out to your lover, and he's not there. You want to share joy, and he's not there. This is something, I guess, masculine is holding a bit movement, which is like, surprising himself. How come? It's like out of passion, out of luck, or out of anger, he does something which makes him to cry further. But this thing doesn't come at that point of time. If he has ever cried before you, you would never leave him. But when this point comes, when he's not crying, so thereby some different things showed up. It's like, say, suppose a cloud is coming and going from a village. People need water explicitly. Maybe the cloud is warned that you can't be there. But because of that thing, people are cursing the heaven, the gods, even the cloud. Why are you doing this for us? Why are you doing this to us? Why? Can't you see our life? So he needs some time to evaluate himself. Some things have happened really, and maybe at that time he was not able to say something which he had meant to. Like many people, you might have seen that they regret later, saying that I want to come back, and even they say that what was the reason that had made them or forbidden them from communicating to you. But sometimes it's like pretty much late, and you could say that I have moved on. I'm sorry. So every single person tries to find out the way out. Nobody wants to put that hurt into the heart, but sometimes we are simply not able to cut the cord. Archangel Michael specifically is consider to cut the cords around, but it's not easy at all to cut the cords. Not easy. Let's move on. The next card for him is running away. So you can see that he's actually going through this kind of problem where he's not able to admit himself that, okay, I have feelings, or okay, I do feel about you. I will make another video of what is happening about some people, about some masculine who are simply not coming back because they have seriously moved on. And how to tell you this? We'll tell later in that video. So let's just discuss about what the card is displaying. It's like it's running away. So he's not trying to escape, but he's trying to get over from his disgusting mind, or from his thoughts which are corrupting his mind. What is going on? He doesn't understand. What is making him to stop and look? It's not your time to shampoo or to do shopping or to buy something. It's time for you to understand that you need your masculine. At least just to have a fair talk. Okay, what is happening with you? Why are you trying to communicate with me now? And if you're communicating, the basis for the communication. You want to come, you want to again disappear, you want to follow the intuitions, you just want to give me hope and then go again, getting lost into the heat and never return unless and until 1 year is accomplished. So this is the thing going on. The third card for him is troubled relationship. So the pain and hurt is actually coming from this thing, that relationship is not at all or hasn't been fair for him. He's feeling the guilty. He just feels that he has made lots of mistakes. But how to get over from it, he doesn't understand. He needs support, and that's the issue. If at this point, if he needs support, then who could be his support? Because he's going to seek other masculine. He would guide him differently. Totally different. It could be like worst. Suppose trying to talk to his friend who is masculine, like he's trying to talk to a guy who doesn't know anything about a kind of twin flame relationship, or doesn't know anything about love, or the feelings his friend is having in his heart. His friend just knows that you have suffered, that's it, leave relationship or move on. There are so many people to hang out with. So this is where he fails to understand that life is not just about moving on, it is about being stable. Consider the earth is revolving around its axis, around sun, but what about something that is coming from the sky, like asteroid, which had speed, but doesn't have an axis to spin off, and it directly hits whatever comes between it. Now recently there have been some collisions occurred, but the planet Jupiter forbidden it. It got that hit on itself. Because of that, Earth was saved. So here somebody has to take the lead to become the mediator, to understand the solutions, to become guru, and even more than that, to become a wise person. You know, it's like said that what is the need of advice if you know so many things? Some of you might have gone through this kind of situation that your masculine, I'm talking to feminine, that your masculine sometimes feels that he can text things easily, and he tries to behave smartly before you. He's just trying to behave, it's like, yeah, I'm like this, I'm like that, and so that he just want to come closer to you, and maybe you're not ready for that. Maybe in public, maybe at beach, or maybe in your home, and just something no, and he's just trying to come closer to you and just do something which could feel you ridiculous. So at that time, you just show him his own level, that you are forbidden from doing it. So this is what he needs to understand. Now let's move on to the a feminine reading, the first card you got is light flash. That's what I really think about. Feminine, you're actually lost into a tripod. Now, what does mean by being lost in a tripod? What is the reason behind that? Consider your grandfather, your great 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 grandfather has a fabulous camera of all time, and you got it, you deserve it. Now, what happened that to make it stabilize, you got a tripod itself. This tripod may be made out of your first earnings. Maybe you just sold something very prestigious, very precious to you. You sold it to have it. And something happens and you lost your camera. Or someone takes it back. But this tripod, whenever you look at that, you don't have anything apart from it. Maybe just imagine you have a home or a house with two chairs, one table, small grocery store, and a tripod. Now this thing is making you to fall in puzzle. Even if suppose after 17 years you grew up, you have enough money, you have maybe 2 to 4 houses, but this tripod is very special, and every single day you're going to look at that. If one day you just found that maybe you're maybe the people working in your house or maybe your friend just misplaced it, or suppose your friend just took it to another country, you would fly directly to that country to bring it back, because this holds on loss of memories. The same happens here. I mean, he doesn't understand that, okay, she is thinking about me. A Muslim could ask, is she thinking about me? Why? Why is she thinking about me? What is the reason? The reason is that she is not particularly thinking about you, but she's thinking about the time period she has invested herself. Just imagine that recently you have lost someone. Just imagine your pet or your anyone who is very close to you. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but just feel that you just lost someone and you want to remember those memories, like whenever you have spent the time when you were a kid, when you went there for summertime, whatever. Now these memories are your power boosters. They help you to recover, they help you to reclaim who you are, to become a human again. Otherwise you'll be the saddest person ever. But when you want to look inside a clock, to look into your memories, you find a wonderful image of yourself, of the person you have invested time with, even though sometimes you are not able to see the images clearly, but you know that this is the person I wanted to be, and you feel that time very precious. Now the person is not coming anymore, but the time is always with you. The same with him. The time which you had, the good amount of time which you had with your twin flame, with your lover, is fair enough for you. If you shared this with someone, if you did something right on your FB or WhatsApp about this, doesn't mean that you want to communicate with your masculine. You're just showing what you have. Doesn't mean that your masculine should look at that. I mean, there are also some feminines I know who have really loved their masculine, and lately their masculine had separated themselves and hanging out with some others, posting the pics, and still they don't feel bad about you. And whenever they want to write something about their memories, they could get a rude reply from their masculine. This is because the feminine, I'm not saying that the masculine is right, he's totally out of his balance. What I tell here, the feminine, you're considering the timestamp which matters to you a lot, because these are your precious memories. How to tell you this? Well, I got one example right now. It was shown in a movie that child born with dyslexia or autism kind of thing, He was sent to the boarding school because he was being very much adventurous, and his parents want him to behave properly. So they sent him there, and there he feels very much alone because he never have lived without his parents. And now he's alone, new people, new friends, new surrounding, far away from home, and the penalties of not doing anything is worst. So there he finds a wonderful teacher who then goes to the home and asks his parents, why did you send your kid to this school? And then he just finds out that there is a gaming box. It was written in something Korean or Japanese language. He just hands him over. He said, write it. He said, say it. He said, say it. He forced it, say it. And finally dad says, I can't say it because it's in different language. The teacher says the same happens with your kid. He doesn't understand how to say it because he doesn't know what is this. The same thing happens with you. You know that you have these feelings, doesn't mean that your masculine feels the same about you. Suppose you are a wonderful swimmer and you're jumping inside a lake. It's a very hollow lake or shallow lake, whatever. Now someone doesn't know about it. Someone suddenly saw that someone's jumping and he jumped himself to save you. Is it good? Okay, you can say that this is a good intention to save you, protect you. But you know how to swim, right? Now suppose it was your only chance to prove that you are a good swimmer to your friend who is just about to leave from this place. He says, I have seen your swimming talents. Bye-bye, lady. And you get very much angry on him. Now what do you say? The person trying to save you, he listens to you, and with a pale face, he leaves the place. Now you will have a soft corner for him, doesn't it? You would say that he's a really wonderful guy. Now if I say that, he could have slapped you saying that, why are you trying to commit suicide like thing? And you say that, no, I'm a swimmer. Then he finally says, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I didn't know that my intentions were not to hurt you. Or maybe the feminine could slap him, like, why did you do this? I was just trying to show someone something that I can't swim. So this is a place where you are actually into a kind of triangle where you are surrounded by your memories and your masculine is far away from it. Okay, to make it very crystal clear, you are trapped inside a Bermuda Triangle and your lover is in USA or your lover is in France, doesn't know anything about you. How do you think he's able to communicate with you now? No reason. Next card for you is Love You Reverse. So this shows that 20% is bit hate or bit anger about him, but 80% is pure love. And the thing which makes you to stop, that is not communicating with someone. I mean, you could get enormous opportunities that, okay, let's try out. Someone would even say that, let's become friends, let's start dating. I have been saying this. And you would say that, no, because you know your 80% is stopping you. It's making you to take a bit step behind because you know you are having something more important in your heart. The third thing for you is gone away. Now this card is really something skeptical because at this place one of you could even feel that to leave this relationship. You could even feel that that's it, now I want to cut it down and I want to start something new, like something new on yourself, something, your new business, new startup, new job. So you want to do something, your new identity. Now let's move on to the masculine cards. The next card for him is waiting without clue. So after troubled relationship, he gets waiting without clue. Sorry. So this card means that he's looking for feminine, directly saying. He's looking for a feminine, and 30 to 40% chance he would like to communicate with you one more time. He doesn't know the outcome. Maybe positively, surprisingly, successfully, you could meet, you could greet, you could smile, you could laugh, and you could even decide to meet 2 more times again. But 40 to 60% chance is that he's trying to meet another feminine who could sparkle her shades on him. Now, this is his only imagination. Doesn't mean that he's going to be with her, precisely saying going to be with her in bed. No. He's just waiting for someone so that his negative aura can be cut down. It's like, sometimes we say that it has been long enough time. I've been waiting for a bus. I'm waiting for something. And not even a car you can see which is going on from this road. So whenever at least a truck passes by, so finally I feel good that something has passed on from this road. So something has started. Later on you could see that after the 5 to 7 minutes you could see that some cars are passing, some scooters are passing. So you're feeling good, that you're feeling relaxed. Now they don't know you, and they are not going to help you, they are not going to give you a lift, but you feel that this is what makes you feel good, right? I just remember a story I have read somewhere on net, that there was a beggar who was living in a city, and he always got a kind of piece of bread, but never hamburger kind of thing which he can eat with. So what he does is that there was a shop nearby which could make hamburgers and likewise stuff. So what he used to do is to catch the smell or essence of that kind of thing. What is that kind of thing? The air coming from it, and he could just imagine that okay, this substance has got the air, and he could eat that. Now, I'm sorry again. I'll just drink water. So, so what he used to do is to catch the smell and tries to eat it. Now, what happened that after 10 to 15 days, the shopkeeper noticed that he's doing something unnatural, and he didn't like it. So he went to, kind of to meet a person in charge over there. That look at this beggar. He just never took anything from me. He never paid me, but look at that. He always comes close to my shop and to the essence in the air, and then he eats. That means he owes me something. I need my money back. Now the beggar was very helpless, very poor. He doesn't have any money, but what to do now? So the wise man was really wiser. What he did is that, so how much do you think? And the person says, okay, this much amount. So he got the coins into a small bag, and he just moved it from left to right and like that, so that the noise can be received. The person hears the noise and says, wow, it's good. And the wiser says, that's it. He chose the smell, he got it, and now you heard the voice. That's it. So similarly, to break the connection, to let it go on, the Mustang is trying to meet someone. He could feel that someone would come into his life. He could even meet for once or twice, and the negative track which was going on should end there. So after that, after meeting with this feminine, he would decide later, like if he has to communicate with his feminine again, he would communicate, but now is not the time to communicate with his feminine. So maybe cards will change, I don't know. Next card for him is emotional outburst reverse. So I guess that he's putting the emotions inside his chest. How to say? Suppose you just wanted to play with some firecracker and you burn it up, but because someone has come, maybe your family member has come and they warned you that you shouldn't burn or shouldn't light a firecracker. So what do you do? Just to place it inside the house. What will happen then? This is happening with him. He's placing the blame inside his chest, which is making him feel unhappy. And because of that, the vibrations which you receive from his aura are disgusting, like full of anger, full of hate. But that is because he had placed something which doesn't belong to him. Now, also remember, and very astonishingly, this card connects with waiting without let. That means the woman, the feminine, the feminine person could even be as small as 3 year old, and could be even like good looking, charming. You would even say sexiest, 30 year, 40 year, whatever you could say. You could just be in his life for a short moment of time, maybe his guest, whatever, and he would get rid of the negativity that, okay, I finally understood it was my fault. But to understand that, he need to meet someone. This is the clue. Now, the next card for him is Hold My Hand. Well, I guess this is again the time when it's actually reversed, but this is the time when he's actually going to hold the hand of the pretty lady, and the pretty lady is going to be, just a minute, 40% is going to be you, that is his feminine, and 80% is going to imagine in his world. Imagine, like maybe your initial days, the time when he looked at you, when he had complimented you, like you look like a princess and something. So Hold My Hand reverse is where he would communicate with you, but then it requires that he should meet someone in his life, prima facie. And the final card for him is Birthday Celebration reverse. So I guess that a little bit communication would start enough from both of you. You could communicate to your masculine and he could communicate back to you. It will be fair communication, not excellent, but fair, so that he's trying to acknowledge that, okay, this is the thing. So very good sign at all, because I was just thinking that what would be the last, but it's really going to be wonderful. Now let's move on to the feminine. After Gone Away, after Love You, after Light Flash, you got Will You Meet Me? Well, Will You Meet Me is where you are trying to meet him personally. 40 to 60% chance you're going to meet him in a week, mostly. You're trying to meet him, and surprisingly saying 25 to 30% people will get chance to kiss him. Now, just look at the time scale. The time scale which I have given you is based on, and it depends on if he's going to meet someone in his life. Now, as I said, that the age limit for the feminine could even be as low as 3 years. So maybe the cute little kid is from his friends, maybe his friend's kid. He's lifting that kid and looking at her eyes, remembering you, or thinking that I wish I could have a baby like that. Maybe just thinking that, what am I doing? Because she's feminine, so she's sending him vibes. Universe is sending him vibes through her. So this is a wonderful reaction from and responding from him. Now, when you are saying will you meet me, that means you are definitely trying to meet him. And somewhere I just connect blue color for you, mostly blue goggles. I don't know why do I remember this, but blue goggles. Even if you're feminine, try to have a blue color goggle around you. If it is there, maybe it's going to reflect something in your aura, in your life, something positive. The next card for you is Time is Frozen reverse. So that's thankful to God, I must say, thankful to the angel, thankful to the universe. You are getting rid of the negative energy, negative thoughts. So suppose he had said that, no, I won't meet my TM. He had hurt me and not now. So this thing is going to shift 100% within 4 to 6 days. You would say that you wouldn't have any kind of hurt inside your chest. You're going to make it fly. It's like, you are looking for a butterfly to catch a glimpse, to capture an image of that butterfly. You're searching everywhere in your garden, and suddenly you stand still and you find that a very much beautiful butterfly just flying next to you from your right side or left side. And instead of catching the image, you're looking at its beauty. It's there around you, say for 15 seconds or 2 to 3 minutes, and finally leaves the garden. But you feel wonderful. So this feeling that someone has appeared to you after a bit late, even though you are tired of searching it, but when you look at that, you feel proud, you feel wonderful. The same feeling would be there. You wouldn't ask any question to him. You would say, that's it. Now come on, let's do some magic. So that's wonderful time for you. The final two cards, the last but not least, what do you say? Emotional comeback. So that's again I guess because I need to connect this card with the last one. If not, then the things will change. So I'm going to connect. The second last card is emotional comeback, and the final card is I love you. So I guess that you're going to put a kiss on your lover. That's really wonderful. And you could even be hotter with your lover if you want to be. It depends the way you would communicate with your lover. But all in all, I guess that you're communicating with him on emotional basis, but not that these emotions are going to pop you up or these emotions are going to hurt your mind. So all in all, you would feel that you are getting released. And I don't know, suddenly I just think about this word. If you ever thought that his adrenaline could have been pumped up looking to you, this would definitely happen within 15 minutes of looking at you or staring at you. So the time he will communicate with you, he will get the same feelings why and how he did fall in love with you. So a pretty good chance for you. So I guess that universe has given me a wonderful chance to explore that. Yes, union is already in progress. However, I would still tell you that there are some people who behave nasty and who portray as false twin. Like some people who just claim that they belong to you as true lover, but instead they are not. They are just fulfilling their fantasy of physical communication and looking at your physics saying that finally I have been with a girl. That's a ridiculous one. I always tell that this channel is forbidden to those people. But if you are truly for a twin flame who is truly thinking to meet your twin flame, because he is the one who makes you feel complete and she's the one who makes you feel satisfied, being one and being with someone who makes your life complete. So this is the reading of the twin flame, how it will resonate. Thank you, take care, and lots of blessings.